Hello friends, if you're new here, my name is Anna and I'm a painter sharing her journey. In this video, I just want to talk a little bit about what I've been up to. I've really been wanting to work on my narrative compositions. I've mentioned this in previous videos before, and I just feel like I've been learning a lot the past month. Lots of failed attempts, lots of good attempts, and lots of lessons in between that have just come to surface, and just feel like I'm really learning a lot. So I just want to share the process. For this painting, I wanted to be a little bit ambitious with the composition. I added a lot of still life objects. I wanted to play with a busy composition just because it's something I've never done before, and I just wanted to see what it would feel like. I'm going to take you along the process of this painting and tell you what I've learned, how it went. Oh, she doesn't want to be a part. Okay, that's fine. Well, we're at the beginning of the painting process, and while I shared that with you guys, I thought I'd share just a little bit about what I've been learning. I've been reading quite a lot recently, and I'll share that with you in a little bit. But what I have found is that I don't plan enough before my paintings, and because I really want to create narrative paintings, you have to put a lot of thought into it. And so I've been really trying to figure out how I can do that. And I don't have a lot of experience taking my own reference photos, and that alone is its own difficulty. You kind of have to become a photographer before you even paint. And I've been learning a lot about cameras and lighting. I took a lot of reference photos recently that didn't serve me well as a painting, and I'm really learning that you can have a good picture, but it doesn't mean it'll translate into a good painting. So I've really been taking this time to lean into these master paintings, these books, and see how all these amazing artists navigate this idea of, painting something that tells you something, because I'm very passionate about that, and that's honestly one of the main reasons why I started painting anyways. I am one of those kinds of people that will walk down the street and just admire people and just life itself, and I always wonder what people's stories are, and I just get really deep in my feelings with these things. But to tell a story with paint is not that simple. And I think when we see a painting and admire it, it may feel very simple. But sometimes wanting to show a very subtle expression in someone's face and having to paint that, or even capture that as a reference, or even capturing that from life, can be so difficult. So I have just been spending so much of my time trying to figure all of this out. Doing this painting has brought me so much closer to reaching that goal. It just felt like a step of growth, and sometimes you don't feel growth every day, because painting every day is a little bit of growth, but there are moments in your journey where you feel, wow, okay, that was a milestone, or that was a breakthrough moment, and this felt like it. I've never painted a figure with so many objects surrounding it ever before, so trying to find the harmony in brushwork and in colors was a new thing for me. Also, the composition, I learned that maybe adding some things in the background would have been better. It would have showed a little bit more depth and atmosphere. But all these things are things that I'm taking over to my next painting. Learning how to apply these new ideas in order to make a better painting every single time. And hopefully get better at telling stories through painting, because it truly is just a passion of mine. I've been reading this book, The Art of Seeing by Michael Shane Neal. And he talks about everything he learned from Everett Raymond Kinsler, who was his mentor. And I find a lot of things interesting in here, a lot of good quotes. He shares letters that they exchanged over the years. And I just think it's really cool to have an inside scoop of his life and how he grew as an artist, learning besides Kinsler. Michael Shane Neal is a portrait artist, and he is the president of the Portrait Society of America, and his studio is actually here in New York City, which is really cool. A few months back, I actually went to the Players Club, which is here in New York City, and I got to see a lot of his paintings and Kinsler's paintings as well. And I think after seeing their paintings, I really wanted to get this book and read a little bit more about them. So it's been really interesting to see kind of like their inside thoughts and stuff. I've been reading Alla Prima again a lot. I feel like I talk about this book all the time, but I'm currently reading the starting chapter. A big part of this chapter that kind of inspired this new painting that I did was how to start a painting, all the planning you have to do before a painting. I feel like I usually don't plan enough before my paintings, and so this painting I have in mind that I've been doing for the past few days, I put a lot of thought in, and it's brought up a lot of lessons and a lot of growth. So I'm excited that I've been painting this and sharing the process with you guys. I'm just been reading a lot and exploring a lot of new things in painting.